Hi, I'm Fred Hersch. I'm happy to share with you some background story about my new ECM solo album, Silent Listening. We recorded at the auditorium of the Swiss Radio in Lugano, and the hall's kind of legendary. Arturo Benedetti Michelangeli recorded there. It's one of Marta Argerish's favorite concert halls. I think it has perfect acoustics, really. For the first time working with Manfred, I was so impressed by what he said during the recording process, but also equally impressed with what he did not say. And I think that's what a good producer does, you know. He does what's necessary for the project. At one point during my recording, Manfred went out and sat in the audience. And that was actually very helpful in terms of getting out of myself a little bit. I just felt this great vibe from him, having really produced almost all of my recordings, even at other major labels. This is the first time I've really worked with a producer that had such gravitas and experience. And I felt really safe in his hands, and I think together we went into some very interesting and unexpected musical areas. The title, Silent and with a comma, listening, not silent listening, but silent listening. I think to me that suggests perhaps the patience on this album. You know, to allow things to unfold and not be afraid to leave a space. You know, I think young musicians are in a hurry because they can't play all this stuff, they want to play it. You know, I've been around this music for 50 years, so I don't feel like I have to prove anything. And also the feeling of the silence in that auditorium and just the feeling of being enveloped in this perfect acoustic, you know, led me to play differently. And as I said, with a lot of patience. Most of the great things in my life and career have happened very organically. And meeting Manfred and then deciding together that we wanted to do a record together in this specific space with this specific piano. You know, I think maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, I might have been more intimidated or nervous or perhaps unwilling to let go as much as I did. I've always believed that an album needs a reason for being. You know, I've been very prolific, an album every year, sometimes more, for many, many, many years. And I think this one has a special place in my catalog, and I think it's an album that has a reason to being. To me, beauty and emotion, it just doesn't go out of style. And I want to tell stories at the piano using sound and color and rhythm as my templates. And then, of course, the emotional connection to whatever I'm playing. If that's not there, then it's not interesting. Throughout my 50-year career, I've been blessed to have been able to create almost a dozen solo piano albums, some live, some in a studio. This new album, Silent Listening, is one of the solo albums that I'm most proud of. It was a true collaboration, and it has a very special place in my heart.